Hello, my name is Alexander Vega and this is my final survival video. Honestly, I'm not in the circumstances I would like to be in. Right now I'm staying at a friend's place because I'm leaving to Venezuela tomorrow. Today was kind of hectic and I really didn't have a chance to record this video before. But yeah, I'm trying to do the best with what I have. I'm actually recording with this in an attempt for you guys to not hear the AC right next to me. That is really loud. But yeah, something new and exciting is obviously I'm gonna go back home tomorrow. I'm traveling. I'm actually supposed to be in the airport in 5 hours, at the airport in 5 hours. And yeah, today I'm going to be talking about basic and useful camp knots. I feel it's something really important to have. It could help building a shelter or catching food or pretty much doing so many things, and I feel it's a really useful skill to have. Um, it Most of my knowledge came from the book I did a review in, which is Bushcraft 101. It pretty much covers everything you need for a beginner to go camping, hiking, and I feel it's a really great and complete book that everyone should at least give it a try and check it out. So yeah, I'm going to talk about some of the knots I found most useful and easy to do. So the first one would probably be the stop knot. It's pretty much the simplest knot you can have. This one works really well with other a little bit more complicated knots. So basically what you do is you want to grab your rope, you go behind the string kind of next to you, and then you go here over, kind of making like another loop here, and you want to go behind and through, and after here you can just you pull and you have your first knot, which is a stop knot. It's really useful. Maintains the string from just falling apart, and I believe it's the most useful knot to have in your knowledge, and it goes really well with other different knots. So the next knot I would like to talk about is the bowline knot. It's one of the 4 basic kind of fisherman knots. This one is a bit more complicated but still pretty easy to make. So basically you want to start with your string and have a loop. So after you have your loop, you want to grab the string and go behind and over, and from there you want to go behind this first string and then back through this loop, and when you pull both ends you'll get this knot here, which honestly it tightens really well here at the end, and the more you pull, the more stress you have here, the more tight it gets, but it's still pretty easy to fall apart if you ever need it. It's really good for building shelters, or if you ever need something like a loop and knot to pass around an object. So for a change, this is a really easy one. It's called a Lark's Head knot. Probably a lot of you have used it before. I don't really have a great object to demonstrate it, but basically if you ever have a pole or a stick, a branch, a tree, whatever that you want to use this knot with, you pretty much, I'll use my finger for this case, you pretty much just grab the knot, do like a little loop here, and you want to pass the other ends of the string through it, and that's pretty much it. That's your knot. It really works well when you have other knots complementing it, but it's still a pretty good knot to have. So to end the video, I'll finish with one of the knots that I found most interesting. It's called the fisherman knot. I found it really interesting because it's a good way to tie two strings or ropes together. So if your rope is ever like too short, this is a great knot to know, and it's really, really simple. So basically you have your two different ropes, and you want to put one on top of each other, and you pretty much just tie a basic knot. So you want to kind of go around it and then just pass your rope through that hole and tighten up. And then you want to do the same thing using now the other rope. So I go around this one and I just tie a knot. And now that you have these two, to tighten it, you just pull from both ends, and that's it. There's your fisherman knot. It's really good. Now you have a longer string. It really has many uses, but just knowing that from two ropes you can get a larger one, I feel it's pretty self-explanatory how useful this can be. And yeah, that's my final survival video. I hope you all enjoyed this class as much as I did. I feel this last project was really fun. I really liked learning about these knots. I use them a lot because I used to go a lot to the beach when I was younger, and I used to always help my dad with kind of tying the boat and just a lot of those stuff. So he taught me a lot, and it was really fun to learn new and more efficient knots. And yeah, that's pretty much it.